Hey, this is Katie Campbell, and this is my program portfolio for the University of South Carolina Aiken's Master of Educational Technology program. When I began this program, I had no goals in mind. I was a recent graduate from USC Aiken with a degree in elementary education. After 3 years of teaching and working on my master's degree, I have learned so much more than anticipated. I want to be able to continue to apply this knowledge to my classroom as well as to help others in my school apply technology in their classrooms. Another possibility is to become a technology specialist for a school district. I would like to be able to help create resources for teachers to help their students incorporate technology in their daily activities. There are many reasons why I decided to pursue a degree in educational technology. I truly feel that technology is where education is going, and pretty soon technology will be commonplace in the school systems. I wanted to be prepared to use technology to enhance my lessons. I have learned many ways to use technology in my own classroom. This includes online projects such as WebQuest. I have been able to conduct research on best practices, and I have also been able to find tools to help teachers enhance lessons as well as students to enhance their learning capabilities. As part of my course in educational technology, I was able to present at Aiken County's Tech Fest. This presentation was for elementary teachers to share the knowledge that I have of iPad applications that can be used by teachers as well as students for classroom use. I have also been able to increase my skills with Microsoft products as well as Adobe products such as Dreamweaver and Flash. This portfolio is organized by the AECT standards. This stands for Association for Educational Communications and Technology. These standards are divided into 5 strands, which are content knowledge, content pedagogy, learning environment, professional knowledge and skills, and research. I have listed 2 artifacts for each of the standards to show that I have met the requirements needed for each standard. For each of the artifacts, I have also listed how I have met the ADDIE standards. These standards are analyze, design, develop, implement, and evaluate. For each of the artifacts, I have done at least one of the steps of the ADDIE process, and usually reference 3 or more of these steps. The first standard is content knowledge, where I needed to show that I was able to create, use, and assess educational technologies. For this standard, I'd like to show you Artifact 2, which is the Civil War unit. For this unit, I created materials to go along with the Civil War unit that the 4th grade team was already using. In this unit, I created an abolitionist PowerPoint, which uses primary sources such as images and documents to help relay information about the abolitionists and what their causes were about. Also created a Civil War unit PowerPoint in which I asked questions that could be used as class discussions and to help further student understanding of this unit. I also included relevant videos and web pages, as well as note-taking guides and other resources. Finally, this unit also includes iPad apps in which teachers can use to increase learning for their students. For the second standard, I needed to be able to show my ability as a reflective practitioner to be able to demonstrate effective ways to implement educational technologies. For this artifact, I would like to show you my Teach a Lesson on ChartTool. ChartTool is a free online webpage in which I created a lesson using screen capture and recording to teach a lesson on how to use the ChartTool technologies. The chart tool technologies itself is very easy to use. It is a resource in which you can input data and it will create charts and graphs for you. As part of the standards and the requirements for the project, I created the lesson using the online tool as well as created other materials to go with the lesson. I use Jing, Microsoft Word and PDF Creator, and Screencast to create and implement educational technologies. The next standard addresses learning environments. For this standard, I would like to show you my first artifact, a solar system web quest. This web quest was completed early on in the educational technology program. However, this is one that I'm still very proud of today. It includes individual and group assignments with descriptions on what each student can do to meet the goals of the group, the process in which students can complete these goals, outside resources which the students can use to conduct their research, and the evaluation methods that will be used to grade the group on their final product. The project was completed using all stages of the ADDIE process. Since this project is still used yearly, I'm able to implement and evaluate the effectiveness of this project on a yearly basis. Standard 4 addresses professional knowledge and skills. For this standard, I like to look at Artifact 2. This artifact was my bully prevention materials that I created during my internship. For this internship, I collaborated with the school's guidance counselor as well as the school's technology specialist to determine the best ways to design and develop instruction to meet the needs of learners. The instructional material was to teach students about bullying and bully prevention. For this project, I was able to create materials such as videos and PowerPoint presentations to teach students about bullying. For the videos, I used my students and they were allowed to create skits and act out bullying and ways to stop bullying. The final standard discusses research. For this standard, I would like to discuss my artifact, Autism in the General Education Classroom, in which I evaluate and apply research to enhance learning of students who have autism in the general education classroom. For this project, I researched what the general education classroom was like for students with autism. I included websites in which teachers could use to gain more information about what autism is and how to accommodate the needs of these students. I also included apps that teachers could download to their iPad for personal use as well as for use for students. Teachers can use these apps to come up with accommodations, and students can use these apps as rewards or social skill resources. Finally, I would like to reflect on my achievements of the Educational and Technology program. I feel like I've come so far since the beginning of the program. There are so many layers under each of these projects that I've included in my artifacts. The artifacts show the big projects that I have completed, but there's really no way to show each of the small steps that I had to take to be able to get to the point where I can make these projects. One of the main lessons that I have learned during this process is how to troubleshoot and find answers to questions that I don't understand. I know that practice makes perfect, and I have plenty of opportunities to learn and grow. I can't wait to continue to use the information that I have learned in this program and see where it takes me in the classroom as well as an educator in many other ways.